it's Melanie. Welcome back to my channel, I Heart Stitching. Don't forget to subscribe for weekly videos, and as you can see, I have pulled out the Christmas quilt. This is a holiday video. This is my take on an advent calendar. I think advent calendars are a really great way to count down to Christmas, such a fun thing to do as a family. Here is my version. I did it on a big piece of canvas. My original idea was to put this on fabric, and I just could not find a fabric that I liked. So this is kind of the outcome. You can see there's a bow there at the top. So this was kind of the outcome from just kind of brainstorming and shopping and just kind of figuring out what would work best for me. So I really want these type of videos to inspire you guys to make your own things. Utilize some of these ideas. See what you like, what you don't like, what will work best for you. I have a pin board that I will link in the about box under the video, and it's going to have a ton of ideas for things that you can do each day for the Advent. So whether it's putting little candies in those pockets or family activities or scripture verses or whatever it is, I will have that linked below so that you can look around and see what kind of activities are going to be the best thing for your family. So let's go ahead and get started. I will show you how I did it. Here is my canvas, and I hand drew a Christmas tree on here with a pencil. This is a really large canvas. It's about 25 by 20 or 35 by 24. So really large. And then I use these Post-it notes to kind of give myself a good idea of the sizing of the pockets. And that way I could play around with the sizing and make sure I got it right. Then I got out all my metallic paint, my gold paint, and I wanted several different shades and these round sponge brushes, or I think they're called spouncers. And I wanted to create a polka dotted effect on the outside of the tree. Now my vision for these polka dots was to make it dense enough so that you could see the outline of the tree because of the polka dots, if that makes sense. I'm going to be erasing these pencil lines, and I want to be able to see the tree because of the dots on the outside of it. So I wanted it to be really dense. I wanted it to be very hand painted and add a personal touch in this way, nice and dense with these different sizes of gold polka dots with the different shades of gold as well. This part was really fun and easy, went really quick, and I just think it adds such a nice hand-painted look to this project. So I'm really pleased with how it turned out based on my original idea in my head. It's sometimes hard to know exactly how it's going to turn out when you have a picture in your mind. So finish this part up, and then I'm going to focus on the pockets here, these paper pockets. And here is kind of how it is constructed. I just folded it so that it would kind of create this little pocket so you could put, you know, maybe a little candy in there. Oh, and I also used some of the dark gold and made a tree trunk because I felt like that bottom space was a little bit blank. Here is the scrapbook paper that I chose. I found it at Hobby Lobby. This is a pretty popular brand, so I think you'll be able to easily find it. And here are my little pockets. They are 3.5 inches wide by 3 inches tall. Flip it over, and then you're going to make a couple of pencil marks. So you're going to come in on each side and make a mark at 1/2 inch and then at 3/4 of an inch. You can see me doing that here. Once you have those marks in place, you're going to then draw a line going all the way down. These are going to be your folding lines. So you want to make lines going all the way down on those 4 marks, and then on the one closest to the edge, you're going to fold it right sides together like you see here. And then you're gonna kind of take your fingernail and make a little crease on that second line. Just kind of making a little pleat, kind of like right here. If you have a nice big paper cutter to cut all of these, that's really helpful. I have one of those old school ones like you used in school with a giant blade. So that will make it a lot easier to kind of get this part of the project done. So here's how that little pleat looks. And you're gonna do it on both sides. Then I am using this Sharpie Gold, and I'm gonna write out a number on all of these little pockets to make 24 for the Advent calendar portion. So then I'm gonna make sure that all of these are spaced out correctly, and I'm gonna hot glue around the 3 sides to create this pocket. Here I am placing the last one. I went from bottom to top in terms of the numerical order. and just kind of get that nice and good. The hot glue worked really well. It was the best glue that I had on hand, and so I thought it worked pretty well for this project. Nice and quick too. Then I used an eraser and erased all of these lines, these pencil lines from my hand-drawn tree. And then I used that gold Sharpie pen to write some words along that tree line that I thought were meaningful for the holiday. Things like joy, peace, love, rejoice, family, things like that. Then I bought this gold bow in the Christmas section. I cut off the tails and I hot glued it to the top of the tree. Then I used my punch and created some tags that I could put inside those little pockets for family activities. Here is the little ribbon that I'm putting in the top. This is optional, but I thought it was a fun little feature. Add some more sparkle. And you can write on the back the things that you want to do for the Advent. So like on this one, it says, read the Christmas story. And I have a Pinterest board with lots more ideas. So thanks for watching. I hope this inspires you to make a fun Advent calendar for your family. All right, guys, that's it. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, subscribe to this channel, and if you guys make an Advent calendar or really any of my other projects, I love to see what you guys make. Tag me on Instagram at Melanie K. Ham or on my Facebook page. I'll have those links. I just really love to see what you guys are doing. And if you make an Advent calendar, tag me. I'd love to see it. Well, thanks so much for watching this video, guys. I will see you in the next one. Bye.